Huh. Yes, people. Yesterday's any doubt? Yesterday's class any doubt? Nope. Okay, sir. Sir, let us start our unit 2. Let us start our unit 2. Yep. Huh. Muskan, if you can take a screenshot or you can copy paste or you can type and paste, yes, we can look into it. What is that? You can let me know what is the question. I'll look into it. Huh. So now concentrate, sir. Unit 2, sir. Sir, Unit 2 of Sale of Goods Act talks about conditions and warranties. Sir, Unit 2 Sale of Goods Act talks about conditions and warranties. Sir, now what do you mean by conditions and warranties? Sir, ये क्या है sir? Sir, what is this sir? People listen carefully. Sir, now whenever I go to a shop, sir, who, sir, a buyer. Sir, whenever a buyer goes to a shop, agreed to be severed. We saw that no Muskan, goods definition. Sir, whenever a buyer wants to buy something, yes, sir. Sir, the buyer goes to a shop. Now, this will happen even in your case as well. You just try to recall, try to relate it to your life. Yes, sir. Now, what happens, sir? Sir, whenever a buyer goes to a shop, now imagine you go to any shop. Sir, I go to a showroom. Yes, you go to a showroom. Okay, sir. Sir, in that showroom, assume, sir, I'm going to a showroom to buy a dress. I want to buy a shirt, I want to buy whatever you want, you are going for a showroom. Sir, whenever you step into the showroom, sir, one salesperson, whether you want him, you do not want him, this one person will always come and bother you. Sir, immediately will come and say, sir, what do you want? How may I help you? You feel like saying, I want some peace. You please mind your work. But you can't say, yeah, these people will not leave you because you want to shop at peace, but they want to show you. They want to show you collections. Yes, sir. Now, whenever this particular buyer meets this seller, sir, this seller will tell hundreds of statements. Sir, assume, sir, a girl went to this shop to buy some whatever dress she wanted. Sir, she went and she started shopping. The seller was helping her. She was looking at the dress. The seller started saying, ma'am, you take this, ma'am, you're looking like princess. Ma'am, Aishwarya Rai, ma'am, after that one heroine and after that you only, ma'am. Papa, this girl, whether it is true or not also, she did not know. Whatever seller said, she believed. Ma'am, pakka, ma'am, this is just made for you, ma'am. Saying everything, this seller sold the dress also to her. Yes, sir. Now, when she Papa came home and when she tried, all of that was fake. Yeah, her parents or people at home they said what it is. It is not at all nice. Forget about business. Forget about heroine. You are looking like her maid. Yeah, not at all looking good. People at home will discourage us. Sir, now what to do in this situation? Sir, this is the very easy, sir. It's okay. We lost some 100 rupees or 500 rupees or 1000 rupees, whatever you guys wanted to buy. Sir, but in certain cases, it so happened that you want to go and buy you want to go and buy a product. Sir, example, you want to go and buy a electronic product, so you go and visit Chroma. I hope you guys know Chroma basically is electronic items. You get it on one place. Sir, so I go and visit Chroma. Sir, there I can see brands of, different brands of various companies which I want to buy. Now, say for example, I wanted to buy a mobile. Yeah, I wanted to buy a mobile. Sir, there are many phones there. I have many options there. Sir, there is iPhone. Sir, there is Samsung. Sir, there is MI. Sir, there is 100 phones. Sir, there is OnePlus. There is 100 phones. Sir, the seller will try to sell that phone to me in which he has the maximum profit. See, in all these shops and all, these people will be there, no, that the employees, they will always have incentive, commission. Whenever they sell a product, they will get a commission on that. So, sir, he will tell hundreds of things and he will sell me this product. Sir, now I buy this product and I go home. This is not at all what I wanted. Once I started using that, I feel that this is not the product which I want. Sir, can I do anything at this point of time? I got the product, I went home, now I feel I'm cheated. Can I do anything here? Sir, I'll give you one more example. Sir, now imagine I stay in hilly regions. Sir, I stay in Leh Ladakh. Okay, sir. So I wanted to buy a bike. So I went to Royal Enfield showroom and I asked him, sir, I stay in a hilly region. I do not know which bike to buy, but I love Royal Enfield. Can you suggest me one bike? We asked Royal Enfield person. Royal Enfield person royally said, sir, there is a bike called Bullet. You buy that, sir. Pakka made for hilly region, sir. You just do like this, sir. It will keep going, sir. You don't have to even look back, sir. Believing on this seller, our buyer purchased the Bullet and he took to Leh Ladakh. Sir, and I took to those all places wherever, all those hilly regions, mountain areas, all these places I took the Bullet. Sir, I literally, there was a drive of hardly around 70-80 kilometers. Sir, after that 80 kilometers, sir, Bullet, sir, I was going on the up, sir, hilly region, sir. It started coming back, sir. I'm raising, sir, the Bullet is going back. Sir, the tires, whenever I go on a hilly region, sir, that stones, everything is hitting my chain. Sir, my brakes, my clutch, everything is getting damaged there. Sir, within 1 week, I realized that this is not the bike which is suitable for Leh Ladakh. Sir, here I trusted on the option or the choice which the seller suggested me. Sir, now do I have any option here? Do I have any remedy here? Sir, this is what is this particular chapter. Sir, whenever the seller to sell me this product, he would have made those 100 statements. No, sir, this is made for you. Sir, this you look like Shah Rukh Khan, sir. Sir, this is the best product there, sir. Sir, this 100 statements are called as stipulations. Sir, in a sale, a seller tries to convince a buyer. For that, whatever he says is called as stipulations. Sir, in that, he said that, sir, you look like Shah Rukh Khan. Sir, is it important for the sale? No. You did not buy the bike because you look like Shah Rukh Khan. Should sellers sell you? Should a seller tell you that? Don't you know whether you look like Shah Rukh Khan or not? Sir, so not everything you can hold the seller accountable, but yes, sir, certain things would have convinced you to buy that product. Sir, so in those statements, that is the stipulations, sir, whatever statements actually made you believe in the product and based on which you actually purchased the product, sir, that is only called as conditions and warranties. Sir, of all the stipulations, he'd have said 100. Sir, in that there are 20 stipulations, that is 20 statements which actually made you, you believed that product, it convinced you, and that is the reason you purchased the product. Sir, those 20 statements will be considered as conditions and warranties. Sir, like you said him that you want to take it in the hilly area and he said it will support there, and you believed in his whatever statements he made, sir, now that will be considered as a condition. Yes, sir. So whenever a condition and warranty is there, a seller cannot go wrong in a condition or a warranty. Is this clear? Any doubts? So, sir, condition and a warranty. Sir, what is condition and a warranty? We got to know, sir, whatever are the statements made by the seller. Yeah, what if he goes wrong? I'll tell you. I'll tell you. Sir, so whatever are the statements made and which on which I relied and I purchased the product, sir, those things are considered as conditions and warranties. Okay, sir. Sir, till now we understood. Sir, now you said that these stipulations, sir, the stipulations means what, sir? It is basically the statements. Sir, the stipulation can be considered as a condition or it can be a warranty. Sir, now what is this condition? Now what is this warranty? What is this condition? What is this warranty? Okay, people listen carefully. Sir, what do you mean by condition? People, condition means the essential element or a thing. Essential element or a thing as to why you purchased a product. Why you purchased a product. Sir, essential element or a thing as to why you purchased a product. So, sir, what is the condition? Sir, that condition itself is contract. It is very, very essential to the contract. Sir, based on that only you believed and you purchased the product. That is the condition. Sir, in our example, what is our condition? I want a bike suitable for hilly region. Sir, that is the condition on which you wanted a product. Sir, the seller said, sir, take this bullet, sir, which is suitable for hilly region only, sir. Sir, now that is what is the main element. A bike suitable for hilly region is your condition. Sir, if that is not met, sir, if this is not met, people, what is the effect? You can cancel the contract. You can cancel the contract. Is this clear? All of you? Yes, sir. Huh. Or you can claim damages. Or you can claim damages. Or you can do both. That is, cancel the contract as well as claim damages. You can do both. Yes, repudiate means cancel the contract. Yes. Yes, obviously no. Sir, whenever I cancel the contract, what do you mean, people? People, when you cancel the contract, technically what will happen? Sir, whenever I cancel the contract, you need to give back the product. Give back product. And you can take back money. Generally, people will not give. No, once sale is done, it is done. Now what will happen? So you can give back the product and you can take back the money. Sir, now we understood what is a condition. Sir, condition is the main essential element on which your entire contract is lying. Sir, now what do you mean by warranty? Now people listen carefully. You bought bullet as he said. Sir, the bullet, yes, perfectly was it actually suits your requirement of that hilly region, hilly area. Sir, but the horn is not working. Sir, but the horn is not working properly. Sir, or there is a scratch on the mirror. Now you will have mirrors, right? So there is a scratch on a mirror. Sir, or there is indicators. One of the indicator light, the bulb is not working. Now you go back to the Royal Enfield showroom and you say, "Yay, idiot, what type of bike you have sold me, da? Take back the bike and give me back the money." Now you tell me, if this is the case, will he take back the bike and give you back the money? If at all something, now you started using the bike, say for example after a week or 10 days, indicator is not working or a bulb is not working, sir, or horn is not working. Now you are telling, hey, you, how dare you, da? You take back the bike and give me back the money. Can you say this? Is it possible? People, max to max, what he will do, sir, give it to me. I will repair it free of cost. Sir, if it is not possible to repair, I will replace that particular product only for you free of cost. This is what maximum will happen. This is what happens in all your products you buy. With the product you buy, you get something called as warranty. Sir, what do you mean by warranty? If anything happens to your product during that said time, it can be 1 year, 2 year, you can bring it to me. I will repair it for free of cost. I will not even take 1 rupee from you. Sir, that is what is warranty. So, sir, warranty is not the essential element of the contract, but to your contract, warranty is a collateral thing. Sir, meaning your essential element is to get a bike which is suitable for hilly region. Now that is satisfied. Sir, this bike, whatever indicator, light and all is a collateral thing. This is not the main thing. It will come with the contract. Essential element is the main thing. With that, there is something else. Sir, that is the collateral thing. Sir, a warranty is always a collateral thing to the contract. Sir, it is always a collateral statement or a collateral element to the contract. So, sir, here I'm going back and I'm trying to give back the product, sir. He is not taking back. People, listen carefully. In this right hand case, a contract cannot be cancelled. You cannot cancel the contract, sir. Then what do I get to do? People, the maximum you will get here is damages. Sir, what do you get? What do you mean by damages, people? Sir, repairing free of cost. Sir, replacing the horn free of cost. Replacing the bulb free of cost. Yes. Only industry says that, Jairaj, but whenever it comes to product, it is always the word we use is called as warranty. But in technical scenario, warranty, guarantee, almost one and the same. There is no much difference. Sir, it is the duty of the owner to repair, right, since ownership is with buyer. Yes, Pratul, ownership is with buyer, correct. But whenever you are selling a product, any goods you take, any goods you take or any goods you buy, they give you something called as warranty period. Sir, what do you mean by warranty period? Now you imagine, today I purchased this apple. Yeah, sir, today I purchased this. Sir, for a reason I spend money on this. Sir, after 1 week it stops working. Now what do I do? So, sir, it is a breach of warranty. Meaning, if the product should work, at least for the number of days he has said it should work properly. Sir, if it is not working, some app is not working. Sir, in the example which we saw, sir, the bike horn is not working after 7 days, 10 days. Sir, till what time we can claim warranty? Sir, after 5 years also my horn did not work, sir. Sir, then also can I claim warranty? People, that is the reason in warranty they always fix a number of days or years. Generally with bike it will be 2 years. If any problem in Royal Enfield, it is 2 years. If any problem, you can go to the showroom, they will get it fixed in the first 2 years. Yes, sir. And one thing, people, as I always tell you, what, sir, Indian Contract Act or your Sale of Goods Act, sir, both are kind of private laws. Meaning what, sir? You can have your own terms and conditions. You can have your own terms and conditions. Is this clear? All of you? A people, is this clear? Yeah, people, is this clear? Yep. Huh. So, sir, condition. So, our example, sir, it has to meet my hilly region example. Sir, he said the bike will go boom, sir. It was going backside boom. Yeah, sir, damages, sir, whenever there is a warranty that the product will be good or it will be having no defects, sir, if there is something in that, then I can claim it as warranty. Yes, yes, sir. So let us see what does your textbook say. Sir, at the time of selling the goods, a seller usually makes certain statements. That is representation. Sir, to induce meaning to make sure that the buyer will buy the product. Such representations are generally about the nature and quality of goods. These are known as stipulations. Sir, these stipulations, it can be further be classified into conditions or warranties. Sir, conditions are more significant in a stipulation. Sir, warranty is less significant when compared to condition. Sir, what do you mean by condition or warranty? Sir, condition. A condition is a stipulation essential. It is the main thing in your contract. Essential to the main purpose of the contract. People, your entire contract will revolve around that purpose. That is only called as condition. The breach of which gives rise to a right to treat the contract as repudiated. Sir, what do you mean by repudiated? People, repudiated means you can cancel. Yes, sir. Sir, warranty, sir. Sir, warranty is a stipulation collateral to the main purpose. This is not, you did not buy a bike for the purpose of the horn. Sir, you did not buy a bike for the purpose of the indicator. You will not buy a bike so that the mirror will be without any scratch. You buy it for another purpose. Sir, so that will be the main condition, and anything supporting that is called as warranty. Yes. So, sir, collateral means what? People always remember collateral means something which comes with another. Collateral. Sir, there is already something on. With that, you need to give something else. So, sir, whenever the main element here is your bike should be able to go in a hilly region. This is the main element. Sir, with this, you will get a good horn. You will get a good, what do you say, headlight. You will get a good indicator. So, sir, because your indicator is not good, you cannot replace the bike itself. This is not possible. Getting the point, all of you? Yes, sir. So, sir, if at all the warranty is not met, you can claim only damages, but you cannot reject the goods. You have to keep the goods. The maximum you can do is you can claim damages. Clear? Yes, Shonak. It depends. I will tell you that point. I'll tell you that point. Yes, I'll tell you that point. Sir, for example, I'll tell you one thing. So Shonak's question is, sir, so condition depends upon every person's or individual's requirement. Yes, I'll tell you one example. A person who buys a BMW, a person who buys a Audi, a person who buys a Ferrari, for him a look matters. For him speed matters. For him power matters. Sir, a person who buys Maruti, sir, a person who buys Hyundai, sir, for him mileage matters. Sir, for him maintenance matters. How much I need to spend to maintain this car. Requirement is different, no? Yeah, obviously. Sir, here for him, definitely price matters. Correct. So, yes, requirements are different. Now, when will it be called a condition? People, when I specifically ask for it. Now, when I ask for a very good mileage car, But I rely on the seller. The seller will tell me, sir, you take Ferrari, sir, minimum 30 kilometers per liter, sir. Very, very good car, sir. What I did, I took one of my kidney and I gave it to some donation person. Yeah, I took some 1 crore, 2 crore rupees and I purchased this car. Sir, what mileage, sir? Not even 2 kilometers, 3 kilometers, sir. Sir, to maintain that Ferrari, again I had to give another kidney of mine. Sir, where, sir, to maintain, sir? So, people, every person's requirement is different. Based upon his requirement, it can be either categorized as a condition or a warranty. Clear? I'll tell you, we'll go into deeper. I'll tell you, for all that, we will touch all those things. Yes. Yes, sir. Clear, sir. So this is called as condition and warranty. Sir, now what is the difference between condition and warranty? So we just saw condition is a essential element. Essential. This is the keyword. Sir, stipulation is a collateral to the main purpose of the contract. Sir, breach means what, sir? Sir, if at all the other party breaks the condition. I wanted a good mileage car, but he gave me Ferrari. I wanted a Leh Ladakh bike. He gave me a Bullet or Splendor. Sir, or any other case where my requirement was something, he gave me something else. So, sir, that is condition. Sir, if that condition is not met, that is only called as breach of condition. Sir, I asked for Leh Ladakh. He gave me Splendor bike, sir. Sir, where do I go there, sir, with that bike, sir? Possible, sir. Definitely not possible. Sir, breach of condition. So, breach of condition, the aggrieved party, whoever has suffered, can cancel the contract, repudiate the contract. Yes, sir, or he can claim damages, that is, he can ask extra money, or he can do both. Sir, in case of breach of warranty, sir, horn not working, sir, headlight not working, sir, the indicators not working, the aggrieved party can only claim for damages. Sir, change that bulb and give, sir. Sir, make sure that this is working and give me, sir, please, sir, because it is a breach of warranty, not an essential element. That is not what your entire contract is relying on. Yes, you cannot cancel here. You can cancel the contract here. Sir, conversion of stipulation. Sir, the breach of condition may be treated as breach of warranty, but a breach of warranty cannot be treated as breach of condition. Sir, they said something we definitely did not understand. So the law is telling whenever there is a breach of condition. Sir, what do you mean by that? Sir, breach of condition. Sir, I have told him that I wanted a off-roading bike. Off-roading bike. Sir, but he gave me Bullet. People, Bullet is not a off-roading bike. It is a pakka very nice tar road bike. It is definitely not a off-roading bike. Sir, for off-road is at hilly regions with all stones and all this what do you say? Very I believe boys will be able to connect for off-road. Yeah. So, sir, basically Himalayan was made for that. That is the reason it is also named as Himalayan, because it is to be driven there or used there. That is the condition as well. So, sir, now I told him I wanted a bike which will suit my hilly region condition. Sir, he gave me Bullet. Sir, the condition is not met. I repeat, the condition is not met. It did not serve my purpose. Sir, it is a breach of condition. Now what can I do? Law said, hey, cancel the contract. Yay, claim damages. Yay, you can do both. Correct, sir? Sir, but I started liking Bullet, sir. It is so good. Dub, 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 dub. The entire world, while you're driving it, looks like a vibration mode. Sir, the hands and all will be like this, sir. Even after parking my bike, I feel that I'm shaking. Sir, this is a very good bike, sir. I need not use my horn. If I just accelerate, people will go aside. Sir, I loved this bike. Even though he gave me a wrong bike, I loved this bike. So, sir, he did not meet my condition. So, I can treat the breach of condition as breach of warranty. What do you mean? Sir, he has not met my condition. So, I could have cancelled the contract. But what I will do, I will not cancel the contract. Why? I loved this bike. It is very, very good. So I will keep it and I will ask him only for damages for guiding me wrong. So I will keep the bike, but I will claim damages. I will ask for some compensation, but I will not cancel the contract. So, sir, when we claim only compensation, but we are not canceling the contract, sir, what will happen, sir? Sir, this will be treated as what, sir? Warranty. Sir, this is the meaning of breach of condition treated as breach of warranty. Yes, yes, sir. Now our case is, sir, can we treat breach of warranty can we treat breach of warranty as breach of condition? Sir, can we treat breach of warranty as breach of condition? Sir, breach of warranty, headlight not working, indicator not working. Sir, now you said you can treat the breach of condition as breach of warranty. Sir, now what I will do? Indicator not working, headlight not working, horn not working. Sir, I am asking for replacement, or sir, I am asking for cancelling the contract and take back the money. Sir, possible people, this way it is not possible. Breach of condition can be treated as breach of warranty, but breach of warranty can never be treated as breach of condition. Meaning what, sir? The maximum you will get in breach of warranty is only and only compensation, chiller, damages only you will get. Sir, in breach of condition, you can cancel the contract. But if you're okay, if you can compromise, you can take some money and you can settle. But sir, the other way you can't do. Sir, breach of warranty cannot be treated as breach of condition, but breach of condition can be treated as breach of warranty. Yeah, people, understood, not understood? Till now, understood, not understood? All of you. Hey everyone, our condition should be oral or written. Jagat, as per Indian Contract Act, even oral is valid, sir, even written is valid. So both are valid itself. Yes? Clear, all of you? So sir, breach of condition can be treated as breach of warranty. Sir, but breach of warranty cannot be treated as breach of condition. Is this clear? All of you? Pakka? Yes, sir. Sir, so this one we understood. Sir, now you said that breach of condition can be treated as breach of warranty. Now, this is what we saw. A breach of condition may be treated as breach of warranty, but a breach of warranty cannot be treated as breach of condition. That is, it has to be only damages. You cannot cancel the contract if the warranty is not met. Is this clear? Yes, sir. Sir, now our question is, you said a breach of condition, you said the breach of condition can be treated, it can be treated as breach of warranty. Correct, sir? It is possible. Sir, yes, this is what we said. Yes, sir, this is possible. Yes, sir, it is possible. Sir, our question is when. When can we treat the breach of condition as breach of warranty? Meaning what, sir? When will we lose our right to cancel the contract? You cannot cancel the contract. Canceling contract is not possible. The maximum you can do is you can ask for compensation. So, sir, when is this possible? Sir, the first one is, sir, the first one is waiver. Sir, the first one is called waiver. Sir, when can we treat the breach of condition as breach of warranty? Sir, the first one is called as waiver. Sir, what do you mean by waiver? People, for waiver, you can write us, all of us. Sir, what do you mean by all of us? All are Indians. Sir, why, sir? Sir, what do you mean by waiver? People, waiver means give up. You guys observe this with your parents. You go and buy something from the shop. You come home and you will realize that this product is not good. Your parents will say, it's okay, let us adjust. Have you guys, I mean, this is very sure. It will happen in everyone's life. There will be that person in our house, in our family, in somewhere. They will say, why risk? They might be big people. Why should we take panga? Why should we go and have a fight? Let us give up our right. Let us keep quiet. Whatever came, let us just, let us stop it here. Yeah, let us not take any risk. So let us give up our right. You have a right to cancel the contract, but you say, no, I don't want. I will give up that right. I will give up. I don't want that. So, sir, waiver is where you give up your right. You give up. You had a right to cancel the contract, but you said, no, why? How? We can't do that. So, sir, you will treat it as breach of condition. You will just take some compensation and you will compromise. So, sir, this is called waiver. Waiver is where you give up your right. This all of us will sit here. Sir, why risk, sir? Sir, fear, sir. They can do something, sir. Big people, sir. Yes, that is called as waiver. You had an opportunity to cancel, but you won't. So this is called waiver. Sir, the second one is called he expressly treats breach of condition as breach of warranty. Sir, now what do you mean by this, sir? People, this is our case where you purchased the bike. Your reason was different. The reason you purchased was different. The reason you purchased was off-roading, that is that hilly region. Sir, but this did not meet your condition. Okay, I'll give you one more example. I am not sure whether if the girls are able to connect. Okay, I'll give you one more example. Okay. So, sir, imagine I wanted to buy a sweater. A sweater which will keep me very cool. So this is my condition. I go to a shop. I ask the seller, I want a sweater, which will keep me warm from the cold. Sir, I want a sweater which will keep me warm. Sir, this is my condition. Yes. So he said, sir, take this, sir. He will turn like this, sir. Hrithik Roshan, sir, if you wear this, you're Hrithik Roshan only, sir. You also liked it. Sir, you also purchased it. Sir, in that shop, as it is, everything was closed. No AC. So after wearing even one towel also on you, you will feel hot. Sir, wearing there, it was warm only. Sir, I went back and I saw this is not at all working. It is not at all helping me. After wearing this, I'm still feeling cold. So, sir, did it meet my purpose? Sir, breach of condition. But you wore it, but you look really good. You really liked the outfit. It's very, very nice. Very unique color. You felt, yes, it is not serving my purpose, but it looks good. It looks good. So I will keep it. Sir, treating the breach of condition as breach of warranty. You will go to him and say, hey, you did not sell me a right one which I wanted. So now I want you to, you will say that I will keep that, whatever the sweater you have sold me, I will keep it. But I want some compensation. I will keep it. I'm not telling you I will give back this entire sweater. Now, whatever price you have charged, assume you have charged me the price of 1000 rupees. You give me back at least 250 rupees as discount, because this is not worth that much. This is not serving my purpose at all, but I still want it. So, sir, now this is only called as treating the breach of condition as breach of warranty. Sir, give us one more example. Listen carefully, as until you guys understand, examples will keep coming your way. Sir, there was a buyer who visited a shop. Sir, there were three qualities of sugar. There were three qualities of sugar. Sir, this is first quality, second quality, sir, third quality. Sir, the first quality sugar is 100 rupees per kg. Sir, second quality is 75 rupees per kg. Sir, third quality is 50 rupees per kg. Sir, now the buyer selected the second quality, that is 75 rupees kg wala. Sir, the buyer selected, he wanted 4 kgs. The buyer wanted 4 kgs. Yes, sir. So what did the seller do? Sir, I will pack it and give you, sir. You go home, I will deliver it to your home. So the buyer came home. So the seller, as he told, he sent a delivery boy. So he sent 4 kgs of sugar. The buyer paid the money there only and came. How much? He had paid 300 rupees for 4 kgs of sugar. Sir, but after coming home, the actual sugar, whatever the seller had sent, it was 50 rupees kg wala. It was not 75 rupees kg, it was 50 rupees kg. Sir, condition here, I wanted a second quality sugar, whatever I wanted. So out of the 3 quality of sugar, I wanted the second quality of sugar, which is 75 rupees per kg. Now the entire contract was dependent upon the quality, because everything is sugar only. Sir, now my condition was that I wanted second quality. Did he meet? Sir, he did not meet. Now what did he give me? Sir, he gave me the third quality sugar. Now you have two options. What? Take that sugar, go and put it on his face. Sir, will he not hit back? Obviously he will hit. Or else you can go and keep it on the table and you say, you have given me a wrong sugar. Yeah? Sir, so go and give back the sugar. Meaning what, sir? Cancel the contract. Cancel the contract, you get back your money and you can settle at home. Yes, sir, the second one. Second option, sir, this 50 rupees kg one was also not bad. It is good only. There, when we compared three, there was this confusion. This third one was not looking good. But at home, it is good only. So what did you decide? I will keep this only. It's okay. Whatever the 50 kg one he has given, I will keep it. I will go and I will ask back the compensation. What is the compensation here? You have decided to keep the 50 rupees one. You have actually paid 25 rupees extra. You have paid 25 rupees extra. Take back 25 into 4 rupees. Sorry, 25 into 4 kgs. Sir, 100 rupees, take it back. Sir, compensation. Sir, treating the breach of condition as breach of warranty. Yay, people. Okay. No, Chris, that can't happen. You have to either, I will tell you. I will tell you that. Chris, next one is your question. Next one is your question. We'll see that. So, people, till now, all of you understood. Yay, people. All of you understood. Yup. All of you. Pakka. Pakka. Awesome. Concept should be like bullet. It should just go inside. Okay. Now you guys have a question. I will answer. Sir, the third case. Sir, the third case, contract is not severable. Sir, the contract is not severable. Now, this is your question. What? Sir, what if I keep half of it and what if I return half of it? Now, people, if at all your contract can be separated. Sir, in 4 kgs, I can take 2 kgs and I can return 2 kgs. If it is not a packed sugar, if it is loosely held sugar, sir, definitely it can be separated. Sir, then obviously you can take the part of it and for the rest of it you can claim damages. That is compensation. That is possible. Sir, but what if the contract is not separable? Sir, what if the contract is not separable? Sir, what do you mean? Now, I'll give you an example. Sir, now all this is like a little old aged people example. Sir, probably your parents or any of those people would connect. Now it is also not the case. There was a time where this was happening. Sir, what? People, I don't know how many of you remember. Okay, I'll give you one more example. There, we used to get this, what do you say, a drink, this energy drink or, okay, this milk powder. Sir, it was called as this Milo, which you mix with the milk or you get boost. Sir, there was a time where, sir, they used to give a bat free, sir, a wicket free, sir, a ball free. You guys remember, if you buy Milo, you used to get a small bat free of cost. I don't know whether you guys remember, you guys even remember this particular thing or not. I don't know if your generation even know Milo or not. Yeah, there was this in Boost also. If you buy Boost, you used to get this wicket free. Yeah, okay, for girls also I'll tell. Sir, whenever I buy anything, this chocolates, sir, very fancy chocolate, sir, they come in a jar. For example, okay, assume you buy oats. The oats comes in a jar. They put it in a jar and they give it to you. Sir, basically, you buy a product, you're getting something with it. Now, all the boys, at least me, when I was young, sir, I wanted this bat, and that is the reason I wanted this Milo. I wanted this bat, and that is the reason I wanted to buy Milo. Sir, so we bought it home. Sir, I took bat, but I don't want Milo. Can I return it? Is this contract separable? Can I separate these two? Is it possible? Sir, when a contract cannot be separated, it cannot be divided, you like one part of it, you need to accept the other as well. Sir, when a contract, you like one part of it, you do not like the other part. Sir, now because of that one part, you cannot divide it. You need to accept the other part of it as well. Sir, now this is only called what, sir? Contract is not separable. You cannot divide it, because of which you're treating the condition as warranty. Are you getting the point? All of you? Any doubts here? People, got this, all of you? Any doubts? If we have to connect it to our example, sir, I purchased, say for example, I asked him that I want a bike for off-roading purpose. Yes, correct. Sir, in this bike, I like the thump. Sir, what is this thump? Thump is this dug 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 dug. The sound. Yes, this you won't get in any other model. Yes, sir, I like this. Can I separate this? Can I get this silencer? You take back the bike and in the new bike you fit it to me. Can this happen? So you liked something in the bike. It can be anything. It's horsepower. It can be its model. It can be the way it look. It cannot be separated. Now because of that, you need to keep the entire thing. Yes, understood the example, all of you? Pakka. Sir, if the contract can be separated, sugar 4 kgs, keep 2 kgs, give back the 2 kgs. Absolutely fine. Clear? All of you? Sir, contract is not severable. Sir, in this case also you will treat the condition as warranty. Sir, the last one, where it is excused by law. Sir, excused by law. We have seen this, sir. What do you mean by excused by law? People, whenever anyone breaks the contract, whenever anyone breaches the contract, you can cancel the contract and you can also claim damages. Sir, excused by law, meaning what? You could not perform it because it is excused by law. Sir, example, your change in law, change in circumstance, sir, because of that I am not able to perform. Sir, because of that I am not able to perform. Sir, which is excused by law only. Law only says no, you should not do. You cannot do it. So, sir, law only tells in certain places you treat this as breach of condition, breach of warranty instead of breach of condition. Sir, in these cases, we will treat the breach of condition as breach of warranty. So, sir, in short, people quickly, sir, what do you mean by condition? Sir, condition is an essential element in the contract. On that only the entire contract stands. If that fails, you can cancel, you can claim damages, or you can do both. Sir, you can treat the breach of condition as breach of warranty. Sir, when waiver, give up. Sir, next one, you are treating the breach of condition as breach of warranty. Sir, third one, the contract cannot be severable. You cannot separate it and you liked one part of it. Sir, the fourth one, where it is excused by law itself. Sir, the next one, stipulation which is collateral to the main event. It is called as what, sir? It is called as warranty. Sir, breach of warranty, you will be only and only entitled to damages. You will not be able to cancel the contract. Sir, breach of warranty can never be treated as breach of condition. Till now, any doubts? Yay, people, any doubts? People, any doubts? Can you give an example of severable contract? Severable is that which can be separated. For example, sugar. You have purchased 4 kgs of sugar. You can keep 2 kgs and you can give back 2 kgs, right? Possible. Correct. Yes. I'll give you one more example. Sir, now if you buy an iPhone, the new one, if you buy an iPhone, the new one, you need to buy the charger as well. I hope you guys know this. Like other phones, they are not giving the chargers anymore. You need to buy this as well. Sir, contract is severable because they are separately selling it. It is not included in your mobile. Severable. Possible. I hope you guys know this. iPhone does not give the charger anymore in the box itself. You need to separately buy it. The recent one and all, you will not get it free of cost. You need to separately buy it again. So, sir, now the contract can be severable. Perfect. All of you understood? Yes. Perfect. Okay. Difference between guarantee and warranty. That is what I'm telling you, Jagat. It is only and only in your outer market that there is a difference between guarantee and warranty. But end of the day, both are same. If something happens to say for example, the shop says my guarantee, sir, you take. If it doesn't happen, you can go and return it back. Warranty also the same thing. He will say my warranty. If something happens, you can go and give it back. He will repair it. Okay. I'll tell you, Shashi. Probably a little while later, once we go deeper, probably you will touch certain points where you will be able to connect. Now it is too early to connect to higher purchase, but I will solve your question as well. I will tell you that will also, I'll keep it in mind. Huh. People now listen carefully. Sir, now whenever you say stipulation, sir, stipulation are representations or statements, yes. Sir, it can be a condition or warranty, yes. There is a difference. Sir, now stipulations can be of two type. What? Sir, one is express. Sir, one is implied. People, what do you mean? What is the difference between these two? The law is telling the seller will make statements or the seller is selling you the goods. In those things, there are certain stipulations. Certain things are expressed, certain things are implied. Sir, now what do you mean by this? We have already seen. Sir, what do you mean by express? People, express means where these things are specifically agreed between the parties. Sir, give us an example where I specifically ask, I want a jacket which can keep me warm. Have I not specifically asked? I want a bike which I can take off road. I can go vroom on all the stones and all. Have I not specifically asked? I want a car which gives me the maximum mileage. Sir, we are asking this specifically. Both the buyer and seller specifically, they exchange these statements. It is called as express stipulation. Sir, express understood. ये implied क्या है sir? People listen carefully. Sir, implied, the law says the parties have not agreed at all. They have not spoken about it at all. But law says this is still presumed by law. This is still presumed by law. People, they have not spoken about it. Then, sir, it is imposed by law. It is imposed by law. Is it, sir? Huh. So, sir, express can be anything, no limit. Whatever you want, you guys can exchange. So, that is a open thing. So, that is the reason it is not defined. So, whatever examples I told you, all those are the example. Example is your mileage, keeping yourself warm. Yeah? Huh. Sir, presumed by law means you entering into a bus. It is presumed by law that there is a contract between you and the bus. You need to buy a ticket. If you don't, you will be punished. The contract is presumed by law. Sir, means what, sir? These stipulations are assumed to be in a sale. These stipulations are assumed to be in a sale. Sir, who gives this? Sir, law only has given it. So every seller should make sure these things are met. Sir, now what are that, sir? Sir, what are that? Sir, when I say implied, sir, implied, it can be implied condition or implied warranty. Sir, implied condition means, sir, yes, correct. So in implied, seller is also not telling anything, buyer is also not telling anything, but still it is given by law itself. That is called as implied. Sir, implied, there can be implied condition, implied warranty. Meaning what? People, this is not agreed between the parties. But still, if you break this, you can still consider this as breach of condition and you can still cancel the contract. Same thing, sir, it is breach of warranty. It is not agreed between the parties, but if you break it, it will be considered as breach of warranty. You can still claim compensation or damages. Sir, somewhat, yes, sir, here and there going, sir, but what is that we did not understand, sir? You are saying that parties did not exchange this, but still it is assumed to be there, you are telling. Sir, what are they, sir? What are they? People, now let us first look at implied conditions. Sir, implied conditions. Sir, now what is this implied condition? Yes, sir, what is this implied condition? Yes, huh. Sir, the first implied condition is condition as to the title. Sir, the first implied condition is condition as to the title, section 14A. Remember this, why I'll tell you? Because it is easy to remember this section. Sir, condition as to the title, section 14A. Sir, now what do you mean by this? People, all this while we are just telling that there is a seller, there is a buyer. Correct? Sir, seller will sell the goods, buyer will buy the goods. Correct. Sir, now the doubt is, so the first one, condition as to the title. Sir, if at all I am talking about a sale, or if I am talking about agreement to sell, so whether it can be in present or in the future. Sir, now what is this implied condition of title? Yeah, people, the first condition is that whoever is the seller, sir, whoever is the seller, sir, this seller should be the true owner. Sir, this seller should be the true owner. Sir, now assume you buy something on OLX, you buy something on Quicker, or you go to a shop and you genuinely buy it. Yes, sir, it should be in such a case that the seller should be the owner of whatever the goods he is selling. You ask him whenever you go, assume you're going to a Nike showroom, you ask him, is this shoe, does this shoe belong to you? Now assume you buy it from there, and after getting it outside you realize that shoe is not, it is not new, it is taken from somewhere else. You go and you buy a bike on OLX, yeah, you then realize that it is not his, he did not have the title. Sir, title here means what, sir? Ownership, people. Sir, what do you mean, sir? People, I'll give you an example. Listen carefully. Sir, there was this special edition shoes. Sir, there was a special edition shoes where, sir, assume Virat Kohli had personally signed one Nike shoes. Okay, sir. So Virat Kohli had personally signed one Nike shoes. Sir, there was Mr. A who has purchased this Nike shoes. Yes, yes, sir. So the first day he purchased the Nike shoes, he really felt special about him. So what did he do? He wore those shoes. And he went to a temple. He wanted to take the blessings of God and all. So he wore these shoes and he went to temple. He left the shoes in front of the temple and he went inside. Sir, when Mr. A came back, sir, there was one more person waiting there only. His name is Mr. B. Mr. B said, hey you, these shoes, whatever you are wearing, it is mine. Mr. A said, are you mad or what? I specifically purchased these shoes on an online platform. Yeah, this is a special edition. There is only one shoe possible. It is mine. Mr. B said, even I purchased it the same way. If you want, you turn the shoes and see, I would have signed it. So, inside somewhere, yes, Mr. B had really signed it. This shoe is actually, it belongs to Mr. B. Sir, now Mr. B is asking for the shoes back. Mr. B said, even like you, I also had come to the temple. I had left the shoes outside. Someone has come and they picked it up. They have went and they have uploaded it on a particular site. And that is how the shoes again went back. When I brought it, it was absolutely new. I did not even use it for one day. They have sold you the same shoes. Sir, now tell me, what should Mr. A do? Should Mr. A give those shoes to the Mr. B, or should A go and fight it with the shop owner? Sir, now what will happen in this case? People, the law says, whoever is the true owner, Mr. B is the true owner, so the true owner will get back his property. Whoever is the true owner, sir, he will get back his shoes. Sir, then what about the money? Mr. A can go and fight it against the seller. Sir, seller will say, I never said that is my shoes. Did you ask me that these shoes, is it mine? Did you ask me? You asked, is it really signed by Virat Kohli? I said, yes. Is it running shoes? I said, yes. Do you have warranty? I said, yes. Did you ask me that this shoes, does it belong to you? You never asked me, no. So maximum I will give you is compensation. You cannot cancel the contract. When you cannot cancel the contract, you will not get back your price, no. So people, though you have not expressly discussed about it, the law says it is presumed in the contract. What is presumed, sir? The person who is selling a product should have the title. Sir, it is presumed that you are the owner. Sir, if that is not the case, you will have to bear the loss. That is, you need to compensate the actual buyer whom you sold the goods. Sir, in this case, the true owner, our Mr. A, will give the goods to Mr. B, and you can go and ask for the compensation from Mr. A. Sir, now this is only called as implied condition as to the title. So did you guys understand what do you mean by implied condition? Sir, do you guys really check? Do you guys really ask that you are the owner? Do you guys ask to the seller? Will you ask it? Hey, you, are you the owner of this? Do you ask? But what if it proves that he is not the owner? What happens in this case? Sir, it can be treated as breach of condition. You will get back the money. You will also be entitled for compensation. Understood, not understood? Okay, sir. All of you, pakka? So, sir, what is the first condition? Sir, first condition as to the title. Sir, whenever a person is selling a product in a sale, then the implied condition is that the seller has the title, meaning he is the owner of the product. If it is an agreement to sell, sir, that means it is assumed that at the time of the sale, when I'll be transferring my property to you, I'll be actually handing over the product to you. Sir, at that time, you will be the owner. So, sir, agreement to sell, it will be in the case of future goods. So, that day you will be the owner. So, in agreement to sell, you will be the owner. Today you might not be, but the day you are giving me the goods, that day you should be the owner. Sir, in the agreement of sale, sir, here where it is happening in present, you should be the owner when you are selling it. So, sir, read it. In every contract of sale, unless there is an agreement to the contrary, that is, if you have specifically agreed otherwise in your contract, the first implied condition is that in the case of sale, he has a right to sell the goods. Basically, he should be the owner. In the case of agreement to sell, he will have, he has in the present, he will have, that is in the future, right to sell the goods. Clear, all of you? Any doubt? A people? Yes, I'll give you one more example. See here. Sir, there was a manufacturer. Sir, there was a person, Mr. A. Sir, this Mr. A is a manufacturer. Sir, what does he manufacture? Sir, assume this person manufactures cheese. Yes. Sir, what is the brand of this cheese, sir? He has put a sticker, the entire packing and all, everything is done. Sir, the brand name of the cheese he has put on it is. So, the name of this particular brand is Luma. Yes, yes, sir. Sir, saying this, he has distributed to a retailer, a person who owns a shop. Yes, so manufacturer said, hey, take, this is my product, you can use this, it is very, very good. The retailer also trusted on this manufacturer, and he also purchased this cheese to sell it in his shop. Yes, sir. Sir, after a 2 days, there was a company called as Luma. There was actually a company called Luma, and they filed a case on this manufacturer, saying what? This actual Luma brand belongs to us. This actual Luma brand belongs to us. This person has copied our brand. In reality, he has not taken permission, he has not taken anything. Sir, in IPR, this is called as infringement. Meaning, using someone else's name without their permission, it is called as infringement. Sir, now because of this, manufacturer, he had to stop his production and he had to remove all the labels from his product. Whatever Luma, he had to remove everything. Court passed the order. Sir, now what happens to this retailer who has purchased it? Sir, when he purchased it, he believed that this brand belongs to Mr. Manufacturer, or he would have taken the permission from Luma. He believed it. He believed that this person has the title, meaning he would be the owner of it. Sir, now it is proved that he is not the owner. Sir, implied condition, he can return the entire cheese. Sir, or, now imagine even with whatever cheese he has. Sir, if all the, say for example, the packaging, the sticker, sir, if all of this had to be removed, if a brand is not there on a product, who will buy? Sir, because of that, the cheese price is 200 rupees. Now I could sell the cheese only for 150 rupees because the court ordered to remove all the packaging on it, all the labels on it. Sir, now whatever is the selling price 200, now I could sell it only at 150. So first one, you give it back, send back the entire goods, that is cancel the contract. Or now because of removing that labels, if your selling price has decreased, you can claim for damages of 50 rupees per kg. You can do whatever you want. Sir, again, implied condition as to title. When someone sells you a product, it is assumed that he is the owner of it. But he did not have it. So, sir, infringement. So, people see broader perspective. It is not only what you see, even many other situations are also covered in it. Understood implied condition. Yeah, people, understood. Any doubts? People, any doubts? Yeah, people, any doubts? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ವೇನ್ರೋ? ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡಾ ನಾಟ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡಾ? ಓಕೆ ಸರ್, Now the second implied condition, sir, sale by description. People, very relatable point. Very relatable point. Is it, sir? Yes, sir. Now listen carefully. Sir, sale by description. Now what do you mean by this, sir? People assume there was a vendor, a shop owner. Sir, this person was selling a tea powder. People, whenever I say tea powder, which is that something which comes to your mind? A very popular place which sells tea. Yes, which is that which strikes your mind whenever I say, perfect. Sir, not the brand, I'm talking about place. Sir, Darjeeling tea. Agreed, all of you, isn't it famous? Darjeeling tea. Agreed, Assam tea also famous. So, sir, now there was a vendor who was selling a tea powder. He had put everything in a jar and he's telling that this is the Darjeeling tea. People, this happens to many places. You guys can relate it in many places. He tells you that he's selling a product with its description. That is, sir, Darjeeling tea. People, you buy this product also. You go home and you make tea out of it. You know what Darjeeling tea tastes like. When you go and you did it in your house, people, this is not at all the Darjeeling tea. This is not Darjeeling tea at all. So people, when you buy, will you ask him that is it Darjeeling tea or not? He is only telling that this is Darjeeling tea and he is selling. Sir, implied condition. Whenever you are selling a product with a description, it has to match the description. Sir, if it does not match, treat it as breach of condition. You purchased it because it was Darjeeling tea. Sir, now your condition not met. Put it on his face. Sir, cancel the contract, get back the money, or cancel the contract. You can even sue him for damages. Correct? People, sir, give us more example. Okay. Okay. How many of you know this Mysore silk? Mysore silk, a popular sari. Sir, Banaras silk or Banaras sari. Sir, now whenever you go to buy a sari in a shop, Kanchipuram sari. Sir, they will say it is a Mysore silk and they will sell. Sir, what if it is not Mysore silk? Can I do anything here? People, implied. Are you getting this point? All of you. So, sir, when he says that this belongs to a description, it has to belong to that description. Yes, this is one way. Or, sir, imagine, sir, someone is selling a wine. Yeah, people, wine, the older it is, the expensive it is. I repeat, whenever you talk about a wine, the older it is, the expensive it is. Now, if the wine is 1 year old, assume if it costs around say 1000 rupees. Sir, if a wine is 10-year old, the wine will cost 10,000 rupees. Sir, if the wine is 100-year old, sir, the wine may cost you somewhere in lakhs. People will store it because the older it is, the better it is. Yes, sir, now someone is selling a wine which he is selling at as 100-year-old wine. Sir, he is expressing a characteristic of a product. It has to match that characteristic. Sir, I repeat, whenever a person is selling a product with a description, sir, the description can be like this, that is Darjeeling tea or any such thing. It should be that tea. If not that, if you're adding a character to it, Sir, this is 100-year-old wine. It has to be 100-year-old wine. Are you getting the point? Sir, I purchased a car. He is selling this car saying that it is a metal car. But in reality, sir, only 60% is metal. The rest of the 40% is fiber or plastic. Here you are telling it is a character. It is a 100% metal car. It has to be 100% metal. You cannot cheat the buyer. That is what is the meaning here. People understood, not understood. People understood, not understood. Sale by description. People. So same thing. Sir, sale by description, section 15. When there is a contract of sale by goods by description, there is an implied condition that goods shall correspond with the description. Whatever you are selling, it should go with the description. This rule is based on a principle that, see here, if you want to sell peas, what is peas? What is peas? The vegetable. If you want to sell peas, you cannot compel the buyer to take beans. You have showed peas, it has to be peas. It should not be beans. It is based on a principle that you cannot show peas and sell beans. Are you getting the point? So, sir, the breach of it, you can reject the goods. You can, because people, again, breach of condition, you can reject the goods. So, sir, example I have given you. Sir, Darjeeling tea, Mysore silk. Yes, people, clear, understood, any doubts? So, sir, implied condition, first one, you are assumed to have the title ownership. Second one, sale by description. When you are describing a product and selling, it should be of that particular product. Clear?